Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play World of Warcraft Storytime.
What
And we are in the midst of the Arathi Highlands. We completed some quests and now we see what the quest givers have to say to us. The burning in my blood, it grows by the day. The warlock must be stopped. My restless nights will turn to peaceful slumber when I have destroyed this orb. Thank you, Rianko. It is a chilling reminder of the terrible power the demons held over the orcs before Hellscream released them from their curse. And we get a back piece. Nothing too fancy. Yeah, and some mail. Looks nice.
Goodbye.
Why not? So, cleared out properly? Good. I doubt we'll even bother to lurk in Stormguard. That the ramshackle hole needs to be erased into the dust. The land would make a decent spot for a new Undercity in its place. Oh, some foreshadowing there. Maybe.
Victory
Maybe
for
not.
Sylvanas.
So, Galen Trollbane has something to say to us. Only the Syndicate agents in Stormguard will have the sigil. Spilling blood outside the fortress wall will be a waste of your time. Okay. I hated the Syndicate in life as much as I do in death. To see the sigil again is a small comfort. But we have much work to do for Sylvanas. In life, I divided the sigil of Thoradin into 5 pieces to protect it, spreading it among my most loyal men. This too failed. But my successor will have done the same. The defenders of Stormguard hold the piece of the sigil yet again. Slay them and bring the shards to me. I will reassemble them. And we need to go back into Stormguard. And there is another one. Deathstalker Moria.
What
Again.
now?
Trol'kalar leads the ogres here. He has evaded slaughter for years. His very presence is an affront to the Dark Lady. Mukthol, traitor to the Forsaken, commands him from afar. We do not suffer ogres or traitors on Forsaken land. Bring me this ogre's hat, and I will make sure it's burned properly this time. Okay.
Watch your back.
Yeah. If I sound a little bit funny, I bit my tongue yesterday. Seems like it was hard enough to make my tongue hurt. So yeah, I could sound a bit funny, and I try not to hurt myself too much before the next episode. Little masochistic tendencies there, so don't be worried. Yeah, I didn't read all too much in the War of the Ancients books because it's reading week. I'm supposed to read Romeo and Juliet, which I did. I got, I think it was like 50 pages to go or so. So next episode I will have some time to read more of the War of the Ancients, so I can give you more in-depth storytelling there. Until then, we need to make do with the little information I've got for you right now, because some of the information is a little bit more interesting, because the one who took the mantle of the infamous Lord Kutalos Ravencrest was none other than his lieutenant Lord Destel Stareye. And Destel Stareye, he's not that good with military tactics. He I think he's doing some drugs stuff, and that's obviously pretty bad for the defenders to have someone as their general who doesn't even know his job, or doesn't do his job properly because of, well, not knowing what his job is. So that's the situation, but fortunately there were some people, mainly Crassus, Gerald Shadowsong and Malfurion, who saw some sense, and they went ahead without the permission of the new general to get... Oh, we got a ram up somewhere. without the permission of Lord Stareye, which was of course something that... Come on, come on! Heal! No! No, 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 no! No, 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 no.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet.
That was a close one.
That ability isn't ready.
That was a really, really close one. Foul belly. No, thank you. I've got my fair share of mobs today. I could try to kill him. Just needing to eat a little. So they went ahead and went to the other races in order to get some help. And yeah, so they did what had to be done. And come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. And yeah, they came back with some rather intriguing help, because yeah, there were of course the Tauren with the Tauren from the High Mountain tribe, which will be a playable area within the Legion expansion. So that is something I was very happy to read about, because the weapon of the I think it was the Survival Hunter. Yeah, it should be a Survival Hunter. Is a spear or a spear, and this spear is the I think Eagle Spear or something, which is passed down in the High Mountain tribe. And yeah, this spear is from the chieftains of the High Mountain tribe. So as a hunter, as a survival hunter, you will get to High Mountain, and there you will get the spear of the chieftain. I don't know how much of the story of the War of the Ancients will be included in Legion. Some of it I think will obviously be, because we get to go to Surama, we get to High Mountain, get the Eagle Spear and stuff. So yeah, that's definitely going to happen. And hopefully there will be more of the story, because Illidan is coming back. We could shed some light on some more of his story, which would be fabulous, because who doesn't love Illidan? There is no one alive who doesn't love Illidan. No one. Maybe Tyrande. Maybe Tyrande. But yeah, that will be rather interesting to see what they do with it, what they do with the War of the Ancients then. Maybe they could include it in some way, that the chieftain makes some regards as to who they were and what they were doing during the war. Maybe if you're a night elven hunter, and go there, they say something like, well, we do know your people, we fought beside you in the War of the Ancients, and so on. And yeah, that would be really cool. Hopefully they do something like that. And the other ones they went to were the furbolgs. So these little creatures, some kind of mixture between man and bear. So yeah, you could say a werebear. Sounds funny, but something like that. And that's not that interesting. The other ones were the earthen, so dwarfs. Yeah, they're called dwarves nowadays. But let's talk to the Galen Trollbane and then see how this continues. All 5 pieces are needed to restore the sigil. Thoradin was the founder of Arathor. Just as I joined these fragments together, he joined the scattered tribes of humans into the first great nation. But I'm sure you're not interested in such drivel. Forgive me. Old memories are often hard to bury. I entrusted the sigil of Arathor to Lieutenant Velakor, leader of my cavalry. He barely escaped with his life when it was taken. It was unlikely he'll do so again. Velakor patrolled the road between Stromgarde Keep and the refugee point. Find him and take the sigil from him once more. Goodbye. And we get to talk to Deathstalker Mordria again.
Forsaken.
Speak quickly. This is the fate of all who would stand in our way. Okay. Nice job there. Fine job. Yeah, and we get nothing. Nice.
Embrace the
Oh,
shadow.
a level up, which is at least something. Yeah, let's get to the next sigil, the sigil of Arathor. I could obviously get the quests. Where are we? We are the Eastern Kingdoms. Arathi. We need 8 quests to complete this already. 1, 2. Well, there are quite a few top there. We've got the Mizrael's Tale, which is a quest that was here since Classic. I remember doing it, and it's a really pain in the ass. So yeah, let's see. Is there anything really interesting here? I don't think so. I really don't think so. The Mizrael quest could be some fun for you guys. I don't know if there's any lore to it. I can't quite remember. I only remember it was a pain in the ass to do it. And it involves these rings of binding. So yeah, maybe we do it, maybe we don't. Let's see what the Galen's Fall has to offer us in terms of quests. So we were talking about the Earthen, which the term dwarf is a Night Elven term which is kind of racist, I think. But the dwarves back then were called the Earthen, and they were nothing like they are today. Because today we see the dwarves, or Earthen, let's say dwarf, they came to term with the term. So they were back then made of stone. They were all the Titan constructs. And who's Cyperius? Can't quite remember. I should really make notes who the people are. So this is Dirk. Yeah, he's called Dirk. And I was anti-Earth. So they were all the Titan constructs. They were in the beginning. So I think I have told you that before. The Curse of Flesh was something that afflicted all the Titan constructs, and they turned to flesh, from stone to flesh, which was something the old ones, or not the old ones, the old gods. Old ones was from H.P. Lovecraft. So the old gods cursed the Titan constructs to make them flesh in order to manipulate them, and in some cases they succeeded, in others they didn't. In the case of the dwarves, they obviously didn't succeed, or not every time, not for all of them. So the dwarves, they fight alongside the Alliance now, against the old gods, against the Legion, against anything that threatens their way of life. So let's talk to Galen Trollbane again.
What now?
Have you, Sigil? Valakol was loyal to me in life. His death will not be something I bear lightly. But bear it I must. I am forsaken. My old existence means nothing. The sigils are ours. Trol'kalar awaits. The last sigil is mine, and with it, the four combined to the sigil of Trollbane. Key to the tomb. We are ready. Trol'kalar lies sealed with its master's remains within Trollbane's tomb in the catacombs of Stromgarde. It will be defended, heavily, but my presence before you is proof enough that the defenders can be overcome. Enter the tomb, retrieve Trol'kalar, and bring it here. Okay.
Dark lady.
Last quest? Seems like it. So, okay, I know where we need to go. So, the Earthen still Titan constructs, or as close to it as they ever were and ever will be again. And I don't know if there will be something like this tackled in Legion. I don't quite think so. So the High Mountain tribe would be a perfect thing to do for them. They needed weapons as artifacts for different classes, and who better to be in there than the Tauren tribe. First I thought, well, what a lame idea, and then I read the War of the Ancients again, and I thought, well, they're already here. That's some cool stuff. And let's talk briefly about the other weapons for the the other interesting weapon for the hunter. My hunter is going to be a marksman, of course, because we get the bow of Illyria Windrunner, which is the sister of our beloved Banshee Queen, and someone who is, at least in lore terms, very much beloved. And we would have liked to see Illyria a little bit sooner, because her son is in the expansion of Outland. I think it was Burning Crusade, and since then there was nothing new to be known about Illyria and her husband Tyrallion. The story I think we will tackle sometime in the future, but not right now. This is interesting stuff. So the crypts are back here. Yeah, and that's pretty much all we get as an information for the defenders. Of course, that was a huge problem because Lord Sty didn't want disobedience in his ranks, but Ronan, he convinced him of the necessity after they already picked up those ambassadors. And yeah, it's really interesting because he threatened to leave the host, and Lord Star couldn't quite lose his greatest weapons, because he told Star that he and his friends would leave the Night Elven host, which was obviously an empty threat, because Ronan would never do such a stupid thing, but he needed to convince Star in order for his new won allies to fight alongside them, because he knew how many losses they had during the assaults on the Burning Legion, which is the sensitive thing to do, because, well, you can't win a war with half an army. So in order to bolster their ranks, these other races were needed. I told you already that the Night Elves back then were a pretty much racist bunch, like the Nazis, and they wanted to exterminate all life, but the Night Elven life, which was what brought them into the gaze of the Legion in the first place. So one was missing at this meeting, and in the calling of everyone else on the meeting, and that one was Crassus. And what Crassus was up to do, we will discuss shortly, because we need to read through the quest text of Mr. Trollbane again. Have you, Trol'kalar? Trol'kalar, my father's blade. It seems like it's been an eternity since I saw it. The tale of Trol'kalar ends here, then. It will be a weapon to bring death to the living, in the name of the Dark Lady. Leave me now, Rianko. My job is once again to guard the blade. Tell Alina of your victory. I'm sure she will have a reward for you. Okay.
Speak quickly.
The news of our victory satisfies me, warrior. A rare sensation. The Dark Lady herself has mused that our conquest of Lorun may be the only way the Forsaken can find true satisfaction, and perhaps even relieved. I hope with the Legion they add this set for hunters to get. It looks so very cool. Oh, I would kill for a Dark Ranger. But it matters not. Our victory is inevitable. For your loyal service to the Forsaken, I award you in the name of Sylvanas. We get a new breastplate. Thanks. You have served us well here, Rianko. Now that we've made our mark, the next phase of your conquest will occur over months rather than minutes. There's much work yet to be done, and I will spare you the tedium of waiting for our fortifications to trickle in. Travel to east, to Hammerfall. The orcs there will no doubt have use of your aid. Okay.
Beware the living.
And there is... oh. Goat gut. Goat gut. Get sent scouting. Look at many things. Big adventure. Goat gut found a secret pirate ship. I was all scared. Run away. But Ogre Lolo not run. Lolo make friend with Goat gut. Goat gut have to leave. But Miss Lolo, you go say hello to Lolo for Goat gut. Okay. The quests down here, it would suffice to do these quests in order to get achievement, but lore-wise these quests are not really interesting. I think we will really do the Mizrael quest line. I think we can do this now. There are only here the Stones of Binding and stuff. We need to get, I don't know what it was. We need to kill these little, how are they called? I don't recall. These little guys in the tunnels. You don't take candle. Or you not take candle. How were they called? Can't remember. They're not goblins. No. I really can't recall this. Fuck! Yeah. What was Crassus up to? I promised you that we would discuss this. And on our way to Hammerfall we will. So I will end the episode in Hammerfall so that you guys can get the rest of the story I read through, and then in the next episode we have some more things to discuss, hopefully. So Crassus, he knew about the hiding place, or the caverns of the blue dragonflight. So what he tried to do was he tried to port himself with his magic to the caverns of the blue dragonflight, and he succeeded, but he was very exhausted. And within the caverns lay the eggs of blue dragonflight. The future of the whole flight lay before him. Malygos, he was tumbling and irritated and really pissed at Deathwing, how he was now called, and Elthadion, the Earth Warder. And Crassus, he knew, for he came from the future, that Malygos wouldn't gather himself before all the eggs were dead. So he needed to do something in order to preserve the blue dragonflight, and he made a hole in the universe. He tried to make a portal to a pocket universe, and he tried to save as many eggs as he could. For some of them were already dead, or most of them were already dead, so he couldn't save all too much blue dragons, but it was suffice to make the blue dragonflight survive. Which is a rather noble thing, but he knew that, coming from the future, this didn't happen. This was an alteration in the timeline, and he didn't know what Nosdormu would do with those eggs. Maybe he would accept this little alteration, maybe he would need to purge this from history, but that is something that Crassus didn't worry about, because it was in his future now, and he hoped that Nosdormu would see, not reason, but he would be inclined to help his brethren to strive again, which is kind of nice if you think about it. And I missed the entrance to Hammerfall. So now that we're in Hammerfall, we can end the episode. 25 minutes nearly in. Hopefully you had a great time. Hopefully I could tell you some news, tell you something you wanted to know already, or didn't know already. And we will see each other next time, next episode, which will air on Sunday, I think. It's Sunday. So, until then, Ta-ta for now!